All right. Thanks everyone. All right. Well, hello everybody, and surprise, surprise, surprise! It's Kelly here, and many of our staff members are behind you there. Uh, Kelly from Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Ankeny, Iowa, and welcome back. This morning, if you were here, Sarah was here, and she had a lot of fun projects from the Down on the Farm collection from Cartabella. And it's the first day of the Iowa State Fair, so that was absolutely perfect, if you know what I mean. This afternoon, we're back because we have new product to show. There's been so many new things coming out, and we have been buried with them. You can't see it, but I have lots of piles over here. And we wanted to just take some time this afternoon to show you what's new. And I think the first thing I was gonna show this first, but I'm gonna move this aside because what I really think you need to see first are the new ink pads from 49 and Market and Ranger Ink. And I've got them right here. Diana's got the bundles there. So I'm going to lay them out here because I want to show them to you because Janine had an amazing video today uh, showing the new ink pads. There's 15 and they're a dye ink. They're made by Ranger, so you know they're really good. And let's get to it. So I've got all the 15 individual ones here, and they are actually in rainbow order. So we'll show them to you in rainbow order. We got a little bit of a glare there, but I think we can live with it. So there's pink sands. And Nicole and I, we had a leaky one, and we noticed we did a sample with it, and the colors were a little more vibrant than what they show. And there's watermelon, and we have strawberry pie. I think that's a really good red. And just peachy. And they all have re-inkers also. So if you are a re-inker person and you get the re-inker when you get the pad, you are set. And here's daffodil. We're going to try to keep these in order. And then you have mint chill. This was a Vicky Booten favorite. And green jean. And Diane told me that Janine from 49 and Market, her dad used to call her green jean, which didn't that make that so special? Looks like we have some people joining us. Hey, Chris and Sandy's here, and Dawn is here, and so is Lavender Kisses. Now these are dye inks, so they're water-based, and so they're going to be good for watercoloring. They're good for blending. And there's Rainforest, and here's one that I really, really like. It's Arctic Bliss. It's kind of a teal, kind of a blue. It's kind of dark, and Summer Sky. Now there is a video on the 49 and Market YouTube channel that I recommend you go out and look at. Here's cappuccino and salted caramel. And salted caramel is the one that we had that had come in and it was a little open and a little leaky. And it's a really nice brown. And then we have fossil and we have off the rails. So those are the 15 new colors from Ranger and 49 and Market. And Janine said these are colors from her collections. And if you haven't seen the color in her collection, you might, hint, hint, see the color coming up in the future. And Barbara says pretty colors, and so does Letha, and I totally agree that they are really pretty colors. And we've made it even a prettier for you because we have a really pretty offer for you today, and that is if you want to get all the ink pads, if you're one of those people where you got to have it all, and you are out there, we know, and we totally understand. So you can get all 15 ink pads and save 10% on the bundle. It's $119.85 to get every color, and then you're not going to miss out. You know the old steak knife commercials, or the old commercials where they say, but wait, there's more. So we have a second bundle. Now this is the big bundle. So if you really, really need everything and you want the re-inkers, this has got it all. So you have all 15 pads and all, where are the re-inkers? Is there some I can show, like a bottle or something? And all the re-inkers are in this nice brown paper bag, and it's $187.20. Thanks, Nicole. So the re-inkers are in these little bottles like so. And that one is off the rails. And this is going to get you a lot of stamping. Let's see. Oh, Dennis says he likes daffodil. Okay, can somebody grab one of the new Botanical Buzz something? So I think daffodil is pretty special. And Dennis, since you're watching us live, I want you to know that you're pretty special because I think Botanical Buzz might be my favorite Dennis collection so far from 49 and Market. So we have all of these inks in stock. I feel pretty honored that we have these and they're ready to go. So check out the colors, go out to the 49 and Market YouTube channel, and you can see the swatches. I think the swatches are, the colors are a little bit deeper than they are here. So I think you're going to like them even more than you already do. And Nicole just ran to get us something from the Botanical Buzz, but I'm going to keep that little daffodil right there. So today, if you're just joining us, we are here at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Iowa. Thanks, Nicole. And we are showing some of the new product that we've gotten in that we haven't had time to show. We had to just take some time, take a break, and just show you what we have. And that's what we're doing today. So we're glad you're here. And what do you think? I think that's a pretty good Botanical Buzz color. All righty, so we have lots of Christmas product, and then we have some odd things that we want to show you. And I'm so glad you guys are joining us. This is totally unplanned. But oh my gosh, Letha says she needs her son-in-law to build her more shelves. I love it. Okay, we have some random things to show you. Oh, speaking of daffodil, here you go. This is the cello tape stickers from Tim Holtz. We just got 60 packages in. And Diane or I, one of us, we both ordered them. So I think we have another 60 coming in. But this is that really cool tape that looks like old tape, but it is not old tape. And so Tim, thank you for this. 144 stickers for $7.49. Everyone's saying hello. So hello, everybody. And then speaking of Tim Holtz, I don't know if you saw, but he changed the same sprayer, but it has a new label on it that's really big that says Distress Sprayer. So if you're not sure what this is, and maybe you need new glasses or something, I think you're set, because there you go, Distress Sprayer. So we've got the bottles in now with the new label. Dennis says yellow is the new black. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. So also back in stock. Oh my gosh, things went nutso over the summer fun collection from Doodlebug. So we had to reorder it and it's back in stock. And here's your 83 pieces of fun foliage, bits and pieces. And we have the odds and ends are back in stock. Look at that cruise ship, you guys. And I didn't know what that was, but I think that might be some swimming suit bottoms there, kind of random. And there you can see some of the pieces. And then we also have the Chit Chat. So the Chit Chat's got more words. That's why it's called Chit Chat. So you got your Chit Chat, you got your odds and ends, and then you have your what they call bits and pieces. So get all three of them. Oh my gosh, let's add this up. 91 and 132, I believe that's going to be 221, maybe 304 pieces, if I did the math right. So these are back in stock, and so are the mini stickers. Accidentally clicked on something when I tossed something over the top. I clicked on our mouse, and it was going to take us out. We don't want to leave yet. So there's the 3 sheets of mini stickers. And then we have the 6x8 tablet. And we have, oh my gosh, these puffy icon stickers. They're nice because they're repeated. So you have 6 suns, you have a bunch of seashells. See, I can't say it. She sells seashells by the seashore, something like that. Anyway, get your seashells. So that is summer fun. It's back in stock, and so are these little sprinkles, those little glossy pieces that look like splashes. They went out the door immediately. All right, and then when we got in our, I got some random things here to show you. When we got in our Mistletoe and Memories order from the Vicki Booten 49 and Market Christmas, We did not get these icon and title ephemera. We got double on something else, and these didn't come in, but oh my gosh, they're here now, and look out. Check out Santa right there, you guys. He's so, so fun. And it's got houses and snowmen and letters and lots of pieces, 187. I think you could do a few projects with this and still have leftovers. And then we sold out of the chipboard bits that were the numbers. And Katie and Teresa both said, you need to get more of those because people do a lot with countdowns and numbers and things. So they are back in stock. And I am sorry we sold out. I miscalculated. Everyone's liking the bundle on that came in with the inks from 49 to Market. Okay, what's with this? Look at these frames. These are Vicky Boutin frame necessities. And we accidentally discovered these. I didn't even know they were out, and we had to order them for a project. And oh my gosh, look at these, everybody. There's words, there's frames, there's pockets, labels, and it's got 65 pieces for $8.49. And we don't have a linker this afternoon, so we're on our own. Janet is on an airplane, and she's coming to visit us, and she'll be here in the morning. But I thought these were pretty amazing. Could they be used for Christmas? Yeah. Do they match mistletoe and memories? Yes. Could they be used for something else? Yes. Are they versatile? And yes. So those are brand new. Boy, we are going random. We're gonna head back to Halloween. We were at Christmas. Now we're gonna head back to Halloween so we can show you. We have a new card kit. It's hot. I was gonna say hot off the press or whatever. But it makes 10 cards and it uses the spooky things from our great friends at Simple Stories. So I'll show you the cards. It's $32.99. You get instructions. You're going to get bits and pieces, enamel dots, all your card bases and your envelopes. You're going to get some twine. Everything you need is in here except for adhesive and, of course, your stamp. You're going to need 10 stamps to mail these cards. So I'll just go through the cards here so you can get a look at them. There's card number 1. They've got lots of layers on them. Card number 2. Who's ready to make Halloween cards? And look at this one. It's a witch's hat, but it's got flowers. And these all have inserts in them too. And there's Boo. And it's reminded me that we haven't put our inserts in here. But you get 2 full pages of inserts you can cut apart and put on the inside. And then, and it tells you what goes with what, but you can mix them up. And you have 2 extras, so you can change them up. Diana, do you want to pull the inserts out of there since I accidentally didn't bring them? Let me spread these out because that looks kind of cool, don't you think, everybody? And then we have Happy Halloween with our little cat, our black cat. And we have Spooky with our witch. And we have Trick or Treat. And I don't know if you can see, but the little spider's got an enamel dot on his back. And then we have Boo. Thanks, Diana. So there's 10 cards it makes. It's $32.99. You get these in your kit, and we have extras also. But these are made to be cut out. They're like Janet's inserts. But you guys, I couldn't ask Janet to do these because she's so busy getting herself here because she's going to be here live tomorrow. And I knew she didn't have a lot of time. So I had to do them myself. But like, for example, Happy Haunting. Let me find that one. So this card says Happy Haunting on the front. And on the inside, you could put Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. And that's got lines to cut it apart. It goes right on the inside. All right, so let me hand these back to Diana. So those are the 10 cards. I'm kind of proud of this because I think the colors are amazing. It's a great collection, spooky things. And you'll find this under the Memory Bound exclusives or under Halloween or under spooky things or under card kits. It's in lots of places. And I understand what Mickey's saying. Not enough time in the day to scrap Halloween, vacation albums, baby albums. And she's doing it all. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Then we got in our order from, whoops, LDRS, Little Darling Rubber Stamp Company. That's what it stands for. Now, these two items we'd had already, so they are back in stock. They're called hand-torn circles and squares. When they came out with these last year, and it's the only first time I'd ever seen these. And they're pretty cool because they just are, they look hand-torn. And they're dies, and they're 24.49, and you get 8 dies. So great backgrounds. You know, Sarah was talking about a bale of hay today. You could probably cut some of these out and turn them into a bale of hay. All right, and then this is a tag die. It's called mixed tags. I'm guessing because there are two, so they're mixed. And it's got the little reinforcement there you can die cut. But here's a sample. It's made to go with this North Pole collage stamp set. And so you can take, these are sized, these lines are sized to fit right across the tags, which is a pretty darn good idea. So the tag dies are $17.99. And I'm going to let you get a good look at that. And then here's the stamp. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of stuff on here. So you got your little messy background pieces, you got snowflakes, you got your check mark, special delivery, because you've got to be able to check. Please check one, naughty or nice. So that's brand new from LDRS. And of course you can use the tags on their own. And you can use the stamp on your own. So they don't have to go together, but they're just kind of neat because they're sized a little smaller to fit on there. And then let's see. So this is new, and I had grabbed some other things. Oh, okay. All right. I got Diana here, you guys. She's assisting me. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. That's perfect. Thank you. All right. So this is brand new. Sorry, I didn't have it in the thing. So this is the postcard stamp set, and the postcard is separate. So this could just be a lined journaling stamp if you want, and it goes so well with, remember all of these? You've got the notebook stamp, the Ledger 2, and the Ledger 1. And these have all been extremely popular. And so welcome to the family, the postcard stamp. And these are nice for group stamping, for journaling, maybe making a list. And so those are back in stock along with the new postcard stamp. Gotta love those. So then the other new ones, I think these are all new. So here are some more new collage. So back, I didn't have these organized quite like I should have, but the postage collage die is back in stock. And you know, there's a couple other brands that have postage collage dies, and a lot of the little stamps I'm going to show you will work with just about any of them. This one has 9 dies and it's $24.49. Oh, here, there's some little peaks on the back to help you see some of the ideas. So this outside little postagey looking zigzaggy thing is actually separate from the next layer. So there's kind of a rectangle, and then you have this border if you want to make it look I'm going to call it postcardish, or postal stampish is my better word to use for that. So we showed you the Santa Claus one, which would work, but now here's Halloween. And these are all brand new, and they have a lot of stamps. And if you like group stamping, these are perfect. 'Tis the season to be spooky, hocus pocus, sending Halloween magic to you. Boo airmail. It's got your spider web. And then they have one for the great outdoors. It's got your moose and your bear and all kinds of good things. Could you go ask Diana, could you ask Diane to fix the Halloween card kit? They can't order it. Sorry for that interruption. Sandy, I saw your message and we must have not set it up right, but it is being fixed. Oh, that even has a little camera, guys. And then this one is Season's Greetings. Wishing you a season of hope. It's got an ice skate, a stocking, handle with care. Merry Christmas from my heart to your home. So that's a nice one. And then the last one we have is Beach Days. So, oh my gosh, we've got beach days, we've got outdoors, we have Halloween, we have Christmas. So we got a lot going on here. And this would probably go with the 49 and Market Beach Vibes collection. Would probably go very well with that. So the other things that are new from LDRS is we have the rounded frame die. This has got 8 dies with it, including the little labels. And then we have the elegant pinpoint frame. That's got 9 dies. The pinpoint frame is $26.49 and the rectangle frame is $25.49. And you're going to find all of those under the LDRS under the new collection. So this is the gift card envelope, and this is brand new, and I actually have a sample. So when I was at the trade show, we were given the opportunity to cut one of these out, and it just folds up like so and tucks in. Hey, Diana, can you get us a gift card, please? Diana's going to get us a gift card. Or Nicole is. So it's a little envelope that makes a gift card that you could just give somebody this with your gift card, or you could put this on top, put this on the inside of your card or on the front of your card. You could leave it open like so. Oh, Nicole just brought us the best gift card ever. So see how it just fits right in there? It fits perfect. You could also put this on your scrapbook layout and you could stick a photo in it or some journaling. It's pretty handy dandy. It's the gift card scalloped envelope. And I made this, but I never glued it down, as you could tell when I was at the show. I was in a bit of a hurry. It's very distracting for me to stop and do things. But here's the die set, or the die for it. It's just one die. It fits in your Big Shot. It's $25.99, and there's some really nice samples. So you could get the memory bound to from stamp, and it would work perfect with this. Okay, so then the last thing that we have from, sorry, Dana, is the snow day scenes. Oh, wait, I've got a sample for the postcard. Is the postcard stamp still here? I didn't know I had this sample. Okay, so here, this explains it all. The light bulb has come on over here at Memory Bound in Iowa. So here's the postcard stamp. So you could take any type of paper and it stamps this line, which divides your postcard, and these lines. And then you have the word postcard. So I did not know that I had a sample. They must have sent one for us. And that's $10.99. But like I said, I could see you using that for journaling and a lot of other things too. All right, so back to the Snow Days puzzle scenes. This is a pretty big stamp set. It's got a lot of images for winter and Christmas, and like your skates, your snowman. And we have a sample of that where they've done kind of a group stamping with it. I love group stamping, but I'll give you a second to look this over. And Pam's question about them working in the Big Shot, and the answer is yes. And we also have the Halloween card kit fixed. So if you were trying to order spooky things, Halloween card kit, it's fixed. Sorry, we didn't want anyone to buy it, so we set it up in a way that you could not order it. It's what we do here. Okay, Diana, here's these. Okay, so the next thing that, gosh, we have a couple of big things. Okay, here, we'll show these quickly. All right, Janine was here a couple days ago, and she was using the Simple Stories Fun Times collection that's all about carnivals and things. And it was kind of bad because we didn't have most of what she used. So just to let you know, Fun Times has all been restocked. And so it's back in stock and ready. If you're getting ready to go to the Iowa State Fair or some other type of carnival or just having fun, this is all available again. And it's all online. And here's the chipboard stickers. And here's the stickers. And I think we still have some paper coming in from this collection. So that is just fun. That has the perfect name because it is fun, just like it says. So that's back in stock. Give you a quick look at that. And then we've got in the Katie Petite Christmas, and another designer from Art and Creative Studio is Kathy Shuttleworth. And I've got her 12 by 12 paper here that I'm going to flip through because I think you're going to like it. I got my cables hanging down. Let me put that cable up. So I'll flip through this so you can kind of get an idea of what's in here. Look at that old car and that ink splatter. Oh my gosh. Wow. This wood has some non-traditional colors because it's got your purple and some of your kind of a fuchsia. But I think this right here is really beautiful. It's like a holly damask, tomato. Oh, that's peaceful. Look at the ornaments. This is called Vintage Christmas. It's from Art and Creative. That's the 12 by 12, and it also comes in a 8 by 8. So if you like things a little smaller, depending on your project, we have both sizes. And that is Vintage Christmas. Okay, next we're gonna get to the Katie Petite Christmas collection that's in, which is Season of Joy, and then we've got new 49 and Market Sizzix dies, and then we have stuff from Clear Scrap. So we still have a little ways to go, everyone. Thanks for being here today. If you're just joining us, or maybe you're watching later, I'm Kelly from Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Iowa, and we have had so many new things coming in that it's just hard. We haven't been able to keep up in the mornings because we're giving you a lot of demos and things in the mornings, and sometimes we just run out of time. And Christina says she loves Vintage Christmas, and we totally understand that because it is really nice. So so this is Season of Joy. This is the 12 by 12 paper. This would be Katie Petite's first Christmas collection with Art and Creative Studio. And I'd like to flip through that so you can see it, get a better idea. And this is a really deep emerald green. For me, think Wizard of Oz or Wicked. And it's probably not showing on the camera as well. And it's got a plaid, and it's got some teals in there. Look at that stripe. Here's the classic cut apart page. Special delivery. I love this tree right here. There's your VW bug in red. So you can get an idea of some of the images. And then this is interesting. So these pieces here are actually perforated. So they're going to pop right out. And there are two of those. So these different sections are actually perforated. And here's some patterns. Looks like Wendy Jean really loves Vintage Christmas also. How do you like this new Katie Petite Christmas? Got some really, this might be one of my favorites. I love that one. This looks like a postcard on the back. There's Santa, and there's your cardinal up here. And you're going to get two of every sheet. So that's the 12 by 12, and then it does come in the 6 by 8. So it's $9.99 for the 6 by 8, and the 12 is $20.99. I want to say the 12 pack. So the 12 pack is $20.99, and then here's the 6 by 8, which is going to have very similar, if not the same patterns, just a little smaller. And there's some more things that go with the the Katie Petite. We've got enamel dots for Season of Joy. So they're all color coordinated. And we have decoupage paper, which is like collage paper. It's very thin, so it's great for layering and things. And you're going to get 3 sheets of each 4 designs, so you get 12 sheets, and that's $5.49. Kind of like a tissue paper. Oh, Wendy and Christina both love the colors of Season of Joy, and I would agree. And I thought these are fun too. Look how big those are, you guys. These are the ephemera. This is the ephemera pack. And so they've combined some of the trees and the florals along with words and images like Santa and a reindeer. There's that car. So the teals along with the reds and greens are very unusual. I would agree with you, Christina. And here's the word ephemera pack. Well, this is called ephemera pack too, but these are the words and the frames. Let me get it over here so it doesn't glare. You have lots of things there. And then we have laser cuts. And you're going to get 2 different sheets of laser cuts in here. And there's where you can kind of see what they are. Like you have all the nice little words. The stamps are pretty cool. Little Santa. There's that car. And then we have the rub-ons. This is also for Season of Joy, and these are the rub-ons. Let me turn it this way. So you get 2 sheets. I feel like we're having a fashion show or something because it's hard when I don't know what people are thinking. There are 2 different tapes, and they're calling these the PET tapes. So we have the Journal Continuous, which looks like a lot of like type and images. It's black and white. And then we have the Poinsettia, the Kiss Cut. So these are actually going to peel out. Really pretty. So those are coordinate really well. I'm getting a nice pile here. And then this is one of the craft dies from Katie Pertite from her holiday collection from the Maker series. It's called Ornament. It has 11 dies. And I'm showing it to you because we didn't have it before. It came in later. But this makes 4 different sizes of ornaments, and you've got the little topper pieces in 3 sizes, and you got some other little accessories. So if you want to make some, like, this would make a great banner. And you could also cut them out multiples, score down the middle, and glue them back to back for a dimensional ornament. So that is here also. That's the Katie Pertite Season of Joy from her newer vendor, Art and Creative Studio. Yay! All right, since we're on to Christmas, since we're talking Christmas, everybody, let's hit the 49. Well, I've got one die that's not 49 in market from Sizzix, and then I'm going to show you all the others. This is actually a Catherine Pooler design, framelits, and you get 6 dies, and Sizzix changed their package, so I feel like it's really hard to know what the heck is in here. So I've opened them all so I can pull them out and show you, because I think that's the best way. Because they're the package is beautiful, and doesn't this remind you of those toys that you had when you were little, or your kids were little, or your grandkids, that had that piece that went up the middle and you had the rings? And I think that's one of the most classic toys ever. But here are the dies, and they do come in this nice, the typical Sizzix nice little plastic container for you. And then if you look at them, they all have a different design. So I thought this was really super duper cool. It's $24.99 for the 6 different dies. There's this little guy off here on the side. I think you could do a lot of very creative things with that, and it kind of shows you on the package too. I don't know if I can get close enough. Okay, so I'm going to stick that back in there. So I didn't tell you the name of that one. Border Party Circles. So that's Border Party Circles. You get 6 dies, and it's $24.99. Okay, now we're going to move on to the 49 in market products, and this is actually a stamp set, and this one is called Candy Stripes. It's $26.99, and look, it comes in this. There's 2 stamps. It comes in this cool thing that I don't know that I've seen stamps come in these before. But there's two different patterns of stripes, and if you look on the package, you're going to get this and you're going to get this, and you can combine them to get that. So A, B, A plus B. And Sharon said the packaging is really cool, and I totally agree with you. Totally agree. So this one was candy stripes. Okay, the next one is also a background stamp, and this one is called tartan. So again, you have stamp A, stamp B. So you can do A, you can do B, or you can combine them for C. And here are the stamps. And again, they're in this cool little package. And that's $26.99. Diana, I don't know if you can get those closed. I had to kind of open them in a very creative way. All right, and the next one is called Laced Folio. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That looks like one of the new ink colors. So Lace Folio has got 10 dies. They come in this nice pouch. It's pretty good size when you make it up. And you're going to end up with this little project here. And I don't think it tells you the final size. I'm seeing it in a different language, but I can't read it fast enough while you're all waiting around. Oh, 6 1/4 by 5 by a half by a half. So it's pretty good size. All right, are you guys ready? I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know what to show first because this is just, I just want you to look at that. Look at that. Uh-oh, my stuff just slipped over here. Look at this. It's a stamp and framelit set, and it's called Journey Home. It's $26.99, but when you see this package, you have no idea the good stuff that's in it. So let me show you. You're going to get these layering stamps. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I get closer, and I'll just leave them on the table so you can see them. So you get the layering stamps, and then you get the die for not just the car, but the little topper on the car. You know how you have the little things on your cars that you used to put on? I know we rented one from U-Haul back in college one year. So you get the little die, you get all the little stamp sets. It's got the little topper stamp set, it's got the wheels and different layers so you can make it really look amazing. And that was Journey Home, and it's $26.99. That's just cute. I just want to look at that. And my stuff did, I'm going to hang tight because my stuff slipped around a little bit in my box. Okay, so this one is called, it's the Snap and Swap Merry Christmas. And maybe you remember Janine has shown these. I don't know if they were like her invention. I'm guessing probably because she's pretty creative. But I guess I don't really want to open this so you can see it all. But this is made so that you have this frame and you can change out these middle pieces. So, and here it's showing how you snap in that little middle piece. I don't know if that explains it very well looking at the picture. We haven't really taken one out and used it yet because we just got these. But you're going to have 15 different dies, and you're going to be able to make, you can do just the lights, you can do just the Merry Christmas, or you could put them together. There's a holly strand, or you have the frame if you just want to have the frame. That's a nice piece also. And it's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So it's good for those larger, for a scrapbook layout or those larger cards. I really wanted to open these so you guys could see them because this one is called Trees and Trinkets. And if you look at the package hanging on one of our end caps, and they're all on a feature end cap right now, you would see this and you don't really know because there's like, it's showing this Volkswagen here and you're like, what the heck? So this is Trees and Trinkets, and this is $34.99. But let me show you what you get because you're going to get 17 or 15 dies. So you're going to get, and they do have them sealed, and I apologize for that. I didn't know they were sealed. So you're going to get dies for all of these items. You're going to get the stamp set. So it's got both of your trees and they can be layered. So these two would go together and these two would go together. Like you would stamp this in a little bit lighter color and then stamp this right over the top in a darker color. And then you have the little crate here and you've got presents and you have the little trim on the tree if you want to put that on. And the tree's made, do you have that Volkswagen bug, Diana? The tree is sized, and this was super smart, so thank you, Janine. The tree is sized to fit on the top of the car. So and that's probably why they have that thing there, so you can take your Christmas tree home. Which I thought was really smart. So you can lay your tree up there and you're good to go. So those work together or separately, either separately or together, those two. Journey home and trees and trinkets. All right, I'm going to pass that off to Diana. Diana, thank you for all your help. Okay, I think you're going to love this one too. So this next one is called Special Delivery. And if you looked at the package, you're like, oh, I wonder what you get. So we're going to show you. You're going to get this stamp set, which, oh my gosh, it's got your stamps, it's got borders. I think I bumped my camera. It's got words. It's got everything. It's got little evergreen boughs. It's got a candy cane, an ornament, your postage and your postage stamp things. So it has 27 stamps and 11 dies. So you ask, what dies are there, you ask? And I can kind of shake these up. So you have your postage dies that fit all of these blocks, but then you have a die to fit the snowflake, and it looks like you have maybe the ornament die, and you've got the greenery die and the tree. So you could really get creative with this. And what I love about it is that it has words that go with it. So it's not just images. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas, sending you love and warm hugs during this holiday season. Even have one that says postage and pre-sorted first class. And that one was called Special Delivery. Look at this, what they made. So you can see what these line stamps they've used like right over the top here. That's cool. That's really cool. Thank you, 49 and Market and Sizzix. We got two more from this to show you, and this one is the poinsettia trio. Now, some of you might say poinsettia, some might say poinsettia, you know, whichever. We like you no matter how you say it. This is a layering die, so you get 16 stamps, and then you're going to get 7 dies. Or it's a layering stamp and die, I guess. It's not a layering die, but it's a layering stamp. So you can kind of see how all of these, you start with your base and then add your layers to it in a lot of different ways. And then you have the dies, so you can cut out the flowers or the pine cones or the little centers of the flowers, and those are all in here too. And you get this nice big envelope. That's what I'm really impressed by. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to store things in. Okay, the next one Jennifer purchased the other night. And this one is called Baubles. And I'll just give you this front of it. This is a big package. This, like, look how big that package is. It's bigger than my hand. So this is called Baubles, and this is another one that you can be so creative with. And they kind of remind me of the old-fashioned ornaments. And with this, I'm going to flip this over like this. With this, you're going to get 19 stamps and 11 dies. This one I think is $39.99. But look at these and how they have the shading on here. I think they'd be great you could stamp your lighter color here, and then you could stamp over the top of it. It's got the little decoration to go across the side. It's got stars. It's got your hangers. And then you have 11 dies in here, including the hanger die. Let me shake them all up here. Including the hanger die, the star, the bow. It's really, really cool. And I don't know what you call these things, but it has a die for it. The little metal pieces that your hanger clips onto. I'm not sure what those are called. So that is the last Sizzix set from 49 and Market for the holidays. So now you've seen them. When you look at the package, you're going to like, oh yeah, I know what's inside there. There are 11 dies and 19 stamps, and it's pretty amazing. Okay, so the next thing that we want to show you is, let me pass these off to Diana. We had quite an order come in from Clear Scraps, and I was at a trade show. I just saw a note on the basket and I had to stop and look at it. I was at a trade show and Clear Scrap was there, and we got to make some things with them. And one of the things I made was this little journal cover. And it's got a little travel on it, but you could make it for anything. It looks like a little suitcase. So we ordered these. This is ready for your signature that you can put right in there. I think you could also put a treat in here. It could sit up, you could turn it into a purse. And maybe you could put like a couple little candy bars or maybe hot chocolate or whatever you like could be in there. Maybe some special soap. And so we ordered these for the store, and I'll show you what we have. So this one is the one I just showed you. It's called the travel journal cover. And there's your pieces. And you see it does come with a needle, and it comes with your book twine. So if you wanted to get your signatures and stitch them in here, you could. You just need a paper piercer or something to get through the chipboard. So there is the travel one, which is a little suitcase. And then we have one that's an oval, and that's going to look like this. And then we have the rectangle, which is going to look like this. So it's the same, but no handles. And these are all the little ones. And then look at, oh my gosh, look at this one. It's a house. So cute. And these are $5.99. So those are $5.99. And then there's bigger ones. So this would be the travel one that looks like a suitcase, but in the large size. And here's a really nice comparison. Let me get it on the camera. So you can see the small that I showed you, and then that's how much bigger the large is. And then we also have the large oval, and we have the large square, which is this one. And then we also have the large rectangle, and we have the large house. And the large ones are $6.99. So these are really very affordable. If you were wanting to do some junk journaling, oh my gosh, this is all you need, really. And get your signatures, and you're good to go. The other thing that was different that we have not carried from Clear Scraps before, well, none of this we have actually. Let me put this, are these little shapes. These are these are laser cut out of chipboard, and you just snip them out of this frame. I mean, if you want to use them in the frame, you sure can, but they're made to just snip out with your scissors, and then you have a little dimensional pair of mittens. And that's called mittens. And then we have snowflakes and trees. So you would see why you would want to snip them out. Otherwise, you have an upside down tree. And maybe some people are okay with that. And then we have the witch's hat, fall leaves. We have a travel one. So we have those 6. And then if we find that you really like them, there's a lot of other shapes. There's probably about 60 different shapes. And then we'll get more. These are great for a cover of a book. You can paint them, you can ink them, you can spray them. And then we also got these little, really cute little shakers to make a sled with. And it has the acrylic shape in the acrylic piece in here also, so you have plenty, and those are $3.99. I just like these shapes. All right, so then the last thing to show you from Clear Scraps, this was a class that I took with Susan, one of the owners of Clear Scraps. And I'm going to show you my sample, and I'm going to show you what this, I have to tell you, I just absolutely love this. This is a box, and we showed it to you. Oh, let me get our blur out. We showed you this when I came back from the trade show in Vegas. And oh my gosh, I love this. So this is a wood box, and it is made out of, well, wood. And it comes flat. You put it together. So it comes like this. And I'm going to have Diana scan it because I don't know how much it is. It doesn't have a price. But it comes like this, and then you assemble it to this. And then this one we painted with some white paint and decorated it with some paper. So there's 3 different shapes of these boxes, and they're probably about 4 by 4 by 4. And then there are tags that you can make to put inside of it. And these are the tags that we made in class. So this, obviously, you can tell is a Christmas tag box. And I think everybody loved this when I showed it when I came back. And so did I. I just love stuff like this. So these are all made to fit in the box. Okay, Diana checked it out. It's $16.99 for the box. There are so many different tags. I'm going to show you those. This one is just some paper that we had, but look at this technique where we just stapled hearts with a tiny attacher. I love that. Okay, well, I got to quit looking at stuff because I just want to look at it. I've got a doily here. See, I see I'm in trouble. Here's a pocket on this tag. This is just paper also. And they have these acrylic tags that I'll show you. And this one we just brushed some white paint on, just kind of sloppy like. I think you can see it better like that. All right, so I'm going to put these back in the box. So this is ready to add photos or whatever you want you can put in these boxes. And there's what it looks like. So I got lots of room. It'd be good for an advent calendar, a countdown, maybe family pictures. So we have the house shape that we showed you, and which was this one. And then we have this is the regular tag box. So it's going to look like this right here. And there's pictures online. Doug put pictures up of everything for us. And then we also have the rounded box, which is this one. So we have all 3 of these boxes. And you can use Nouveau glue. I've put these together before with just Nouveau glue. So those are the 3 shapes, which are pretty darn cool. And they're $14.99 for these, and I think Diana said the house was $16.99. Okay, so let's look at the tags. Oh boy, I don't know how to organize these. Nicole, aren't they in 2 sizes?
They are.
Okay. Maybe I'll sort them by size because there's some that are a little bit bigger and some that are a little bit smaller. And I'm going to have them all mixed up for putting them away. Okay, so there are a lot of tag options. Now, if you get any type of acrylic from Clear Scraps, oh boy, that looks really dark. They have a coating on them, so be sure and peel off that coating. Oh, Gail says that would be the box would be a good project for merrymakers. It would be. Maybe we need to have a virtual class and make one of those together. So here's an acrylic tag, and this one is the scallop tag. And then we have the chipboard scallop tag. So it's $5.99 for the chipboard and $7.99 for the acrylic. And let's see, how many do you get in here? That is a really good question. It looks like 4. Do you think that looks like 4, Diana? So I think we ordered pretty much all of them because I just thought they were cool. And this project I just love. This is the Pentagon tag. And it comes in the chipboard and the clear, and it's $5.99 and $7.99 for the acrylic. Is it 4? All right, there's 4 each. Diana has proven to have 4. And then this is the angle tag in both colors. And then we have, this is probably the rounded. Oh, it is the rounded. So here's the rounded tag. And then there's a combination, which I think this is pretty cool. These are $5.99 and $7.99. So you get one of each. So if you are just kind of experimenting, you're not sure what you want, you could get this and you get one of each. And then all of those come in a larger size. So look at here, another whole pile. So we have the scallop tag in the larger size, the angle tag, whoops, look at these. We've got the angle tag in the larger size. Here's the rounded tag. Then I think this was the pentagon tag. And then we have the combination pack. So all of those tags, and you know, maybe you're not doing the tag box, but they're good for a lot of other things too. I think you could use those. Everybody loves tags. They'd be good for a banner or good to do something with it and put it on an easel, decorate it up, put a photo on it, put a little junk bow up here at the top. Okay, so that was the tag box and the covers, journal covers from Clear Scraps. Well, let's see if we have any questions. Well, let's see, has anybody got a question? All right, okay, well, I'm back. I'm back in person now. Wow, that was a lot of product. We have kind of a train going on here at Memory Bound because I pass it to Diana, she's passing it off, somebody else is putting all of this away as we're showing you. But I hope you enjoyed the show this afternoon. We showed you the new Katie Petit Christmas collection. We showed you the other, Arden had another Christmas collection that we showed you. We had the new inks. Oh my gosh, those new inks. Can you grab that ink bundle, Diana? We showed you the new inks from 49 and Market and Ranger, the new dye inks with the cool colors. Love them, and I hope you love them too. We have them individually, we have the re-inkers, and of course we do have bundles. There's a really funny phrase about wanting everything, and I can't remember. It's not like I want it all, but there's something else. I can't remember what it is, but it's pretty funny. So we have bundles where you save 10% if you want to just get it over with and get them all. And hopefully there'll be some new releases. Hopefully 49 and Market will continue to come out with EPADs. So we showed you that. We showed you the new 49 and Market dies and stamps from Sizzix. We showed you the Clear Scrap tag box and all the tags, and we showed you the journal covers. Wow, a lot. And I think it's good. And then we had some odds and end things that we showed you and some things that were missing from previously inbound items. So I'm glad you joined us today. Thank you so very much. And really sincerely thank you for all your support of Memory Bound. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate it and our staff. And we're going to be back in the morning. Tomorrow morning, Janet is here in person in the studio. And she's launching a brand new card kit that I got to get busy and get it set up online. And then, and she also has some heritage things. And I know a lot of you are big fans of Janet altogether and her heritage project that she's been doing. So she'll be here in the morning. And so have a happy evening, and we'll be back then, and we'll see you then, everybody.